Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. It's Andrade and Irwin back at it again. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment before we get into it. We post 5 videos a week. This week we're probably doing a little more because it's NBA trade deadline season, and we just got done with it. We decided to focus on 4 teams, on 4 specific pickups, and y'all see the cards over here. We did the Denver Nuggets on Gordon and McGee, Chicago Bulls with Vucevic, Miami Heat with Oladipo and Nemanja. And then lastly, we're gonna save the Clippers for playoff Rondo, because that's gonna be that's a low key, nice little pickup right there.
Quite a little pickup move. I mean, I don't think it moves the needle too much in my opinion. But hey, that's another type of fun.
Championship pedigree. That's true for the next video.
I feel it. But speaking about championship pedigree, man, a championship first class organization.
Yes.
Got active, and if you guys didn't heard, the Miami Heat, they acquired Victor Oladipo.
Call the cops for that highway robbery, yo.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because the Rockets got fleeced, rightfully so.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
For being dumbasses, but I'm not gonna get into that. Yeah, that's another thing for anything like that.
Yeah, at least the Rockets got Kelly Olynyk. What?
That's cute, man. At least they got 4 first-round picks. They could have gotten Carius LeVert.
Yeah. The funniest thing was seeing that graphic with the one that says the first 4 first-round picks, 5 first-round pick swaps. 20 games of Victor Oladipo, like what? And then everybody else, obviously.
Yeah, that was pretty funny, and
that cracked me up. But now Oladipo's in a place where he will thrive,
and this is a place he's been wanting to go for all his life, man. It's the worst kept secret. This man wanted it up in South Beach so bad.
I mean, who doesn't? I
mean, you'd be surprised
if you can live in Miami with money. Shit,
Bradley Beal doesn't want to come down here.
He loves Washington, man. It's different. It's different. He got love for his town.
Yeah, good for him. Yeah,
he's just saying all the right things.
Yeah, dumpster fire. But either way, guys,
back in contention.
Yeah, back into contention. So Andrade, with everything that's going on with the Miami Heat, how do you think they did in this trade deadline?
I think they did phenomenal. Look, the Oladipo pickup elevates them to contention already, because I already think they were a low key dark horse for contention this year, even if they're not performing the same level they did last year. I was just like, wait for them for the playoffs, you know what I mean? And the Heat don't need peak Oladipo. They just need about 80 to 90% of that guy with the moments of clutchness for the postseason that he'll bring. He also helps alleviate stress from Jimmy. Offensively, we saw how gassed Jimmy got last year because he didn't have a reliable second star that can provide that offensive prowess.
Bam has the potential, but he's not.
And Bam was injured, and that's another thing you gotta watch out. That's why you gotta have multiple stars too, because you don't know who may be injured or who, shit like that. And also COVID. Nemanja was a great replacement for Olynyk. So even though they traded Olynyk, it's like boom, we basically replaced him with like a similar guy.
And we might get another reinforcements in the
buyout that's what I want to get to. And then they still got to keep Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson and Iggy and Nunn and Gordon. Like they got to keep all the important players.
I mean,
while still getting Oladipo.
I mean, we got a massive loss. We lost Chris Silva.
Yeah. Oh. I was like, yeah.
Oh, and we kept Mastruz as well. That guy low-key is balling. No, that guy's balling.
Low-key. Yeah. And then lastly, the Oladipo pickup helps convince Aldridge, who's already has Miami as a front runner rumored, to finally just choose Miami now that the buyout has been complete. So it's like, for me, it's like, just think of everything. It's not just the on-court. It's the off-court, and it's like, I'm pretty certain at this point that Aldridge is going to end up choosing Miami, not just because of Oladipo, but because of the franchise, winning organization, Heat culture. But it's like, okay, y'all got Oladipo, and now you're looking at Jimmy, Victor, Bam, Goran too. Bro, come on, man. That's a nice team that can put up against the Nets. Of course.
But before I get to my points, guys, we got to get to something that we always do. What we've been doing lately in every episode. Stats, Andrade.
Stats. All right. Check it out. For a 6'4", 213 shooting guard / point guard, Oladipo this game, before he got traded, played 29 games so far. And he averaged 20.8 points, 5 rebounds, 4.7 assists on 41.1 field goal percentage, 33.3 from the 3, 76.7 from free throw, totaling 48 true field goal percentage, 48 flat. We always say, as long as you're 50% or more in true field goal, you're doing something right, especially if you're a guard. He's right, just 2% short of it. And if this is like a bad Oladipo, shit, that's not too shabby.
I mean, we're fine. And we don't need Oladipo to be, at 100%. We just need him to,
like I said, 80 to 90.
80 and 90% would be a nice, third third star, second star.
And everybody questions like, oh, okay, but what Victor Oladipo are you gonna get even if he's at his best? Well, guess what? Now he's in a city he wants to live in, for a franchise he wants to play for. That does immense wonders for your spirit, your self-drive, your self-motivation. We see it all the time. I brought it up when Griffin went to Brooklyn. I'm like, watch, Blake is gonna put on a show. Like, we're never gonna see peak Blake again, but you're gonna see a different Blake than what you saw in Detroit. And what did he do in his first couple of minutes? His first field goal as a Nets player.
He dunked.
Boom. Since 2019, December of 2019. So like a year and some.
Stuff.
But still, and goes to show. And I think a similar effect is gonna happen with Victor Oladipo, and also a little pickup they did a couple days ago.
Trevor, which gets to my point. All right, when it comes in over here. Safe to say, Andrade, he definitely fleeced the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's been a reoccurring theme. They got a nice two-way player in Oladipo. Oladipo's going to be able to help out, be a secondary option, like you said, to Jimmy Butler.
Or a third option.
But more importantly is Oladipo's defense as well, aside from his scoring as well, which is going to be crucial in a potential Eastern Conference Finals matchup versus the Nets. He'll be able to be somebody that he could throw at Kyrie Irving, James Harden to slow him down.
And you know what I want to tie in with that? That's a perfect fit for the Heat culture, because the Heat like gritty, like rough, someone a dog, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And Jimmy likes that too. So now Jimmy playing alongside a guy who plays like that too, and Bam plays like that too, it'll keep all of them, on top of their shit, on top of their game during the postseason.
In addition as well look, they got him for peanuts. Avery Bradley.
It's crazy. They picked up Avery Bradley in the beginning of the season. Who thought that would have turned out to get us Victor Oladipo?
Yeah, for real. And the fact is, most important thing is, by acquiring Victor Oladipo right now, we get his bird rights. And it's very crucial because, the Heat always like to stay active. They're always in the rumor mill when it comes to in the trade deadline.
That's true. And they don't like to tank.
And in free agency as well. We're looking at Kawhi. When it comes to that, meaning we can sign a free agency and at the same time we can keep Oladipo because of his bird rights. We can go over the cap. When it comes to that.
Spitting right now.
And last but not least, all these trades, all this movement, it leaves 2 open roster spots for the Miami Heat. One of them's probably going to be
one's gonna
LaMarcus Aldridge, even though I prefer Drummond. But hey,
maybe both. No, I'm just kidding.
What? Damn, Lakers are going down. I'm like, nah.
Hey man, maybe if Aldridge for sure comes, and then Drummond's like, okay, maybe this could be my ship to win a chip. They take pay cuts. Griffin did it.
But yeah,
maybe Drummond will do it too.
But there's a dangerous team, man. The fact that we did not give up any of our core pieces, because I was starting to come to the point that shit, man, we're gonna give up at least none. But no, we didn't give no one up.
Yeah, and I see a nice starting 5. Like Oladipo can be shooting guard or point guard, so you can slot Oladipo at PG and Duncan and Tyler at shooting guard, or Goran at PG, Oladipo at SG. You got Butler at small, and then this is if Aldridge comes. Aldridge could be power forward and Bam center, or they could always interchange too. And it's like, that's a 5 right there that I believe in. I'm gonna be unbiased. I will still think that, like, okay, the Nets are obviously still a better starting 5. I mean, they got fucking 3 superstars, but that's a 5 that can put up with those superstars.
Yeah, but unlike the Nets, they can't stop anybody. They have no defense, pretty much. So
that's true. I see they're gonna step it up too. You know what I mean? During the postseason, even Kyrie will step up and play better D. Harden already shed that non-defensive branding to him. He definitely people now see like, okay, he'll play defense. You know what I mean? He's not the best defender, but he can play defense. KD, we've already seen steps up, and I think Blake Griffin can step up if needed, especially during the last couple of minutes in the fourth quarter. I could see he's got the size. He's still got mobility, even though he's older. He's still pretty agile for a big guy. And then Jordan, he's a big ass center. Come on,
I feel. But hey, we'll see what happens. Heat Nation, NBA fans, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Do you agree? Did Houston get fleeced? Did Miami did the right thing?
Oh, and shout out. Tell them what we said. Like, who deserves the credibility? Because all I see are these Pat Riley memes, and while Pat is definitely an influencer in this,
you gotta give credit to the cap master, Andy Ellsberg, the GM.
Andy Ellsberg. There you go. I forgot his name.
Yo, and you call yourself
I've read it, but I don't remember his name.
Man, you call yourself a Heat fan, man? Fake ass man. Yo, bandwaggers, come get this guy, man.
Man, but he deserves his credit because like that's the guy that's the GM is the one doing the dirty work, and Pat probably still does definitely have as an out. We don't know. We obviously don't know. We're not in the room. We don't have Heat inside information. But assuming Pat still has some influence, like Andy deserves true credit because I just saw all these Pat Riley memes. Godfather was trending on Twitter, and I'm like, cool. I agree, but like, come on, man, give that man his flowers too.
Yeah, exactly. But either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know. Catch us on Twitter, TikTok, Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. Catch you guys soon. For now,
Take care.